You know her from being yelled at by Latinos and being called La Blanquita. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, put your hands together for Allie Long, everybody.
Sí, señor.
Qué bueno, me alegro. Gracias. Allie Long, thank you so much for joining us from the New Jersey rooftop that you are currently in. This is super cool. It's always an honor to, have World Cup winners regularly come through this show. You are one of many, but we're absolutely stoked to have you on the show. The first place to begin right now, at least let's, I guess this is maybe a sensitive question because I know we've spoken to other players and the Olympics are currently going on, and some players, obviously, as a competitor, you want to be there. What is that feeling? I know obviously it sucks to not be there, but watching the games and watching kind of the games are not easy. You see what the U.S. Women's National Team are going through right now. What's it like being on that end and watching these Olympics?
Such a great question. Wow. Way to get it in there right from the beginning. Just kidding.
We come in hot.
No, I love it. I think that obviously, like, more than anything, like, I want to be there with my teammates, with the team. I think like from the 2020 Challenge Cup from the NWSL, I kind of had this injury, and I was just like injuries, like, and I was hoping that like I would just get a chance, and I keep like just hoping for that and just working hard towards that, and it just didn't happen. So I think like I've accepted that, and it's kind of been 2016 Olympics, losing in the quarters versus Sweden, like in PKs, like all I wanted to do is kind of just like get revenge back, and losing was really tough. So initially it was really hard, and I was of course upset, but I didn't even get like called in to kind of like get the chance to make the team. So I've had this like kind of an acceptance of like, okay, well, now it's my time to kind of support my teammates, support some of my best friends, and to just like root for USA and be on that side of it. It's definitely not easy, but it's something that like I've accepted, and I want the best for the team, and I'm hoping that I'll get called in after this Olympics.
When we watched like all the women's national team players, especially during that World Cup run, it just became like, it was so emphatic, like you just like, you want to be a part of the party. But be honest, though, at some point where you're like, do you always have to be smiling everybody? Like, why is everyone having so much fun 24/7? Did it ever get tiring?
Of course, we want to kill each other in practice half the time. But no, it's so weird thinking about that time, or not weird. It's just like, it was such a special group, such like a special moment, like this intangible feeling that like once a roster was picked, it was like we loved each other, like, and it was such a unified feeling, and we had like, that was never like, oh, smile, you're on camera. Like, no, that was like extremely genuine. I think everyone felt that, which is why it was like so infatuating, just like in the sense of you guys like seeing that and like wanting to be a part of it. And I think we were more open than every other time. I think social media, like from 2015 2019, like everything's being recorded at this point. We're posting it on Instagram, so you guys kind of got a real behind the scenes feel of like what we're doing and what we're feeling in that moment. But that was just such a special group in that moment. It's kind of something that like you don't even know how to replicate it, because it was just like the energy between us was like we were on fire, and I'm just happy that like the rest of the world kind of got to see that side of us.
Okay, yeah, for sure. It probably
led to. We do want to kill each other in practice, and like leading up to the roster, like no, like it's it's down to business, training.
Okay.
You're competitive, you're competing to make probably one of the hardest rosters. To ever, the depth on the team is ridiculous. And so I think once that roster was picked, it was like, all right, we could be friends now.
I think that's why you're so friendly with each other. It's because you don't have to. You like, if Christian and I argue and like I want to punch him in the face, we don't have practice where I could just 2-foot him and be like, oh my bad, and get away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just part of the game,
yeah. Oh my bad, and then I don't feel bad about that thing before it just festers. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad that we did get to see that, because you guys, I would say you guys hide it well, because there was no more of a unified team on a global level, and as recognizable as the U.S. Women's National Team, even from a footballing perspective, and then just a like political perspective, from a women's equality perspective. We had Megan Rapinoe on recently, kind of just talking about, she tends to be the face of that fight. But for the rest of the players, and for you, that balance of being that professional player and then, having this lawsuit with your federation, how did you manage that?
I think that the best thing about our entire team is that we've always been and we always will be this unified front. So not one person really has to take that all on their shoulders. And if you want to be more vocal and voice your opinion, like, go for it. And Pino has never not voiced her opinion in everything. And I think she's an unbelievable person and teammate in that regard, because she could risk everything and stand up for what she believes in. And that's something that makes her like her and why I love her so much. So, but I do think that like being unified, you feel it brings you actually closer in a sense. And, everyone's in it together and we're fighting for something that matters to every single one of us so much. And to know that, your teammates on the field and off the field and kind of trying to change the way the next generation will be treated in the game is a really like empowering feeling, especially when you're doing it like together.
I also wanted to talk about Gotham FC. You made a recent move from the Reign to Gotham FC to being closer to home as well. You are
back
from
home, baby.
What has that been like coming? Obviously coming back home, but also Gotham were in a good place, and then to bring when you got signed, I'm like, okay, well, all right, are they going to more powerhouses on a team that's already really good? What has that experience been like on this new team?
Honestly, it's been so incredible. I think I've been on the West Coast for 9 years, 8-9 years. And so to be able to come back home and like kind of no other place in the world, when you like land at JFK or LGA or wherever, like coming home, this is the only place that really feels home. And so it's been so great. And then on top of it, just like the style of play that my team plays, the coaching staff, everyone has been so like incredible. And it's been so seamless to kind of just fit right in. I think that that's probably one of my favorite parts of being a part of this team is just the way we play and how we kind of, it's hard to be a possession style team in this league that's so athletic and such a transitional league, and to be able to kind of like have that style and each game like stick to it regardless if it looks great or not. I love that, and I love just being a part of it. And I think that this team has like that special sauce to kind of just like become champions. And I'm just so grateful.
The fits alone. I mean, look at the fits.
The walking into the match fits is one of my favorite things I've ever seen any soccer team do on social media. It's amazing.
It's competitive in training, but it's incredible just walking into that stadium. It's incredibly competitive.
Right now, there's a player whose agent is like, "Hey, Gotham FC is interested in you," and she's like, "I got to get my closet. My drip game ain't ready for this team."
So funny. No, so that's funny. Yeah, like when I was on the Reign, I just on social media, like following them, and they were a team that I've really admired the culture and the way they've kind of expressed themselves, and the way they portray the team and the girls and individual, vibes and just like their style. I like love that. And so to then become a part of it and be in it and witness it firsthand has been awesome. And our shout out to Andrea, our social media queen, who kills it every single day.
She's incredible. Also, NWSL is doing a bunch of really cool stuff on Twitch, and so are you. You've been really getting into this whole gaming world. When does the competitive fire die, Allie? When do you relax? Is it just sleeping?
Never. Don't put me in Warzone when I'm trying to recover. It's not good for my health or recovery. No, that's what I love about it. Like, I love Call of Duty. I love like dropping in with your squad, and it's you and your squad versus everybody else. It like reminds me of like a World Cup, but when you die, you get to you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But no,
They don't let
I
you
just
respawn in the group stages.
no. Yeah, but I basically, when COVID happened and Twitch that year just announced their partnership with the NWSL, you know, there's a couple of requests of me to do stuff for some charity. I mean, I think my first streaming thing was I played Uno and like raised $20,000 for a COVID stream that Twitch was doing. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. I could, you know, engage my fans and kind of like bridge the gap between gaming and soccer. And so, you know, it started doing like more charity stuff and then I started playing with like these rappers and NFL guys and NBA guys. And like, so it's been so fun to kind of get to know other people and like, you know, you come from different worlds, but like when you're gaming, it's like, you know, you're together and you would have never met them or, you know, played with them if it weren't for Twitch or gaming.
Yeah, you probably said like, yeah, Twitch, I wanna game, but I don't want to play cards. I want to blow stuff up. Let me do something
Uno's
more
cool,
intense.
but I want a gun. Like, all right, we got these other games.
Can I drive a helicopter? No.
Yeah. Do you see this as like, you know, sometimes when a player starts to think about what might happen in like, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 years when their career's over, they start thinking like coaching or media. Are you thinking of getting into professional gaming?
No, there's no chance I can actually be a professional gamer. I'm happy with like 2, 3. If I get 3 kills, I am hype. I win my gulag, I'm hype. But no, I love it as like something that I could, I don't know, like it's something that I can do away from soccer in the sense. Like I literally started doing it because I would be in like the Normatec Big Legs recovering, and I'm like, oh, I can't watch my game right now. I kind of need to shut off. Let me start. And I would play, and it was kind of a way to kind of separate soccer and like whatever. And then all of a sudden, my heart rate's going. I'm not recovering whatsoever. So, but it's something
you have
that
to wear one of the monitors, the field monitors, while you're gaming.
Yeah, no, like my heart rate. I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, what are you jogging?
Yeah.
Playing games right now?
Yeah, that's literally how it is. So, but yeah, so it's been a really cool like learning experience too. I think I've met really cool people, learned the industry. I cannot believe how much, you know, I think me, Becky, Sauerbrunn, Crystal Dunn, Julie Ertz, we did a Call of Duty appearance, and like their first question was, a 16-year-old just won like, what was it, Call of Duty? Like, not a World Cup. What was it?
Like a
Fortnite,
championship?
Like a Fortnite, like best player in Fortnite in the world, and he won like $16 million, but you guys just won the World Cup and you split $4 million. And I'm like, they're like, what do you think? I was like, I think I need to get into gaming actually. So, but yeah, so it's kind of, and also like the fact, like I also feel the fact that like women aren't, you know, as prevalent as men are in the gaming world. And like if I fight for equality in this realm, I want to fight it in everything I do. So I also feel like I'm kind of representing the females in that side of things as well.
Yeah, I mean,
that's incredible.
It's like you're a woman plays video games, professional soccer player. Your husband is like, I got the best gift in the world. This is incredible.
I'm basically a boy.
Allie, we have questions from fans, which is our supporters group. They're called the Gully Squad, and we have a bunch of questions for you. The first one I want to get to. This is from Laura McCoy. She happens to be an Orlando Pride fan, but she mentioned, and Alexis mentioned it up at the top of the show. Laura asked, does she still play pickup futsal? And before you answer the question, I do want, Alexis did mention you're obviously playing closer to home. And I was reading in your Wikipedia says specifically that was your nickname was La Rubia y La Blanquita, which was, I mean, the fact that that's in your Wikipedia is so
This is in your Wikipedia. It's under futsal.
While we're talking about Wikipedia, can someone please change my picture? It's from 2000, I think. But anyways, okay, wow, I didn't know that was my nickname on my Wikipedia, but that's such an honor. Like La Blanquita, Gringa, Rubio, like that was, I basically am the only person in the entire gym probably like the only girl, but the whitest person in there with blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm like on the field with all these guys, and it's just such a cool culture to be a part of. That's something I didn't have growing up, and so being able to play in these gyms is like, not only is it like some of the best soccer that like I get to witness and be a part of, but I've learned so much, and I think my development throughout the years, I would say that is the single-handedly like the most like the best way I've been able to develop is just being put in those situations. And those guys, they don't care. Every tournament or every these leagues that I was playing in, they are all for money. So the guys could care less if I'm a girl. Like they're like, yes, a girl's playing, like we're gonna win. And then I feel like I have to play like it's a World Cup final every single day just to like earn the respect in the gym and to kind of be able to be like, all right, I can like play with these guys. And so this is a side story, but one of the gyms, which I'm still pissed about, I won't play there until he changes the rule, that if a girl scores, it counts as 3 goals, which is so disrespectful.
What?
Like, I don't need that rule. Yeah, so there's this one gym that in Flushing Queens that I played, and yeah, he changed the rule that on Thursday nights, if a girl scores, it's worth 3 points. I was like, well, 1, pass me the ball every single time.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous, and I'm not coming back until you change it. So Wilson, change it.
Okay. I just love this idea of you at like an all Latino gym, just like with an empanada in your hand, a mate in your other, going, "Oye, ten cuidado con este que peligroso," okay? And you're just eating. Like, yo, what happened to Blanquita?
Pase la bola.
Yeah.
It must be obviously a big part of it's like the futsal background, because I mean you hear about like Brazilian players that are great with possession, and you had retweeted a tweet that I'm looking at right here from Nicole Baxter of a quote where she said, referring to you, she said, "She is the most accurate passer in the entire NWSL, any position, with an astonishing completion rate of 95.1%. And I mean, that's the first thing, when we've seen you play a bunch of times in person, and it is nobody is taking the ball away from Allie Long. The game almost is dictated by her."
Thank you. That's literally such a compliment. Literally playing for sure, like futsal, I think that I actually like initially wanted to do it because I was like, how do I train my brain to like play faster than anyone and be able to kind of solve things? Because you can't replicate that in the off season. So that was like one of my initial things that I was like, I want to play like in a high speed environment. And then Bati was like, okay, we'll start bringing you to games. Like, okay, we don't, and then all of a sudden the team's fighting because someone tackles me. So, which is hilarious.
She's worth 3 goals. Don't do that.
Hey, yo, don't mess up the World Cup
per week. But no, I literally think that futsal has been the most, it's been unreal. It's been I've been so grateful to be a part of it and be able to develop that way, because the way that, pressure comes at you faster, they're stronger. I mean, the first probably like couple weeks I've ever played, first of all, every gym has a different size ball, different feel of a ball. Some are really small and heavy, some are a little bit bigger, some are lighter. So just to be able to like adjust to that, and with the fact that it's a World Cup final every time I play, because I need to get the respect in the gym. Not only am I not Spanish, but I'm white and the only female playing, so I need to like earn my respect every single day. And I've at Friday nights, the gym will be packed. They're playing salsa music. I got an empanada. Game time. It's supposed to be at 9, but of course it's 11 p.m.
Not until the reggaeton play mix is over can we actually get out there and play.
But
that's incredible.
It's been so amazing, and I've enjoyed it so much. And to answer the Orlando Pride fans question, I obviously, like, in season I don't play, but anytime I can, like in my off season, I'm always trying to join pickup, and they take it, whether it's pickup or I'm joining, like, playing in the leagues, like whatever I can get my hands on, I'm in there.
That's incredible. And you actually just moved to Jersey, and this is an important question for everyone in New Jersey. Is it Taylor ham or is it pork roll?
Why are you asking me this question?
This is wildly important, Allie. You're on the spot here. Never mind you. I am from North Jersey. I grew up.
What's your what?
To me, so if you're from South Jersey, you say it's pork roll. If you're from North Jersey, you say it's Taylor ham. For me, it's Taylor ham all day. In fact,
Taylor ham all day.
There's the answer. All right. We can continue with the interview.
I'm not kicked off. Okay.
Yeah. Some of your teammates may have something to say about this, but it is Taylor ham
Don't tell
today.
Carly.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, she's for sure says pork roll.
Yeah,
probably in a very intense way as well.
For sure.
All right, we'll get one more question. This is a question from Emily Gertis. She's a Thorns fan, right? And she had asked the question. She said, should we start referring to you and McCall Zerboni as the Bash Brothers of NWSL?
When am I getting this reputation?
Have you seen yourself play?
I like to go hard. Come on. I honestly, I think that the Bash Brothers. Wow. I mean, yeah, for sure. I hope that everyone will fear me and McCall for that. I don't consider myself a Bash bro, but I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and maybe
I'm not afraid to bash anyway.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
And they need it. I'll give it.
Maybe you can speak to a little bit just that having the veteran leadership that is in Gotham. Obviously, having a player like McCall and Carly Lloyd.
Also, sorry, a Thorns fan would say that. Sorry, go on.
That's what I was waiting for.
Go on.
We've met Carly Lloyd once for maybe 3 seconds, and we already noticed the intensity. What is it like having a team with young players, strong players like Midge Purse, and just that youth and that veteran leadership, in that squad.
I think it's a really good balance because I think that I think obviously Carly, she's been a legend in the game, and being able to just be on the same field with her, I've never not enjoyed it. I'll never take it for granted. She's such a special player, so I think she is intense, but I've known her for so long, and she's actually really funny, on the low. So I appreciate her so much. And I think the youth mixed with the experience is such a good balance. I don't think we have one really, overriding the other. And I think that as much as we can kind of help the younger ones kind of learn and get that experience, is only better for everybody, for the entire team, for them, and for us too. It's a cool kind of position to be in where, I think I have more patience now than when I was growing up and younger. I would just yell at everybody and because that's what everyone did to me in the gym. So that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, so I think it's cool that, it's a different role to kind of be that person that is teaching in a sense and being patient and I think Midge, her future's so bright. I'm so excited for her. She's been killing it so far. And I hope after these Olympics, we're both called in and it'll be perfect. We got to keep winning, got to keep playing well. And, it's been great so far. So
Gotham has been one of the more fun teams to watch out in NWSL. So,
and we want to go to the NWSL championship, so make it so we can all hang out there and watch you win.
You got it.
We're politely asking. Okay, can you just please be there? Okay.
I don't know what's in your agenda, but maybe add it to the calendar. Allie.
I don't know what the NWSL's agenda, but I know what the Gotham's agenda is, and we'll be there for you guys.
We have a couple pieces of business before we wrap up. We have to get to our Golazo gift. This is your opportunity to celebrate a goal on our show that we will turn to a gift that will live on the internet forever. Alexis will give you a scenario and feel free to celebrate however you like. Alexis, what are you thinking?
All right, so you are in a warehouse in Queens playing futsal, and this dude on the other team, he's the guy who made the 3-goal rule. And he tackled you at the beginning of the match, and you have a chance to score. You've beaten the last defender. It's just you versus the goalkeeper. You get it in. How do you celebrate that goal?
Let's go! Whatever jersey I'm wearing, who knows? It's a different team every time, but let's go, baby.
Done.
Love it. Allie Long, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything you want to let people know about before we sign off?
No, I'm just so not really. Just keep watching the NWSL and supporting our league and the US Women's national team and
Okay, yeah, that is a perfectly good call. You can follow Allie Long on social media, Allie_Long, I believe, at least on Twitter. I don't know if is it the same on IG?
Yes.
Allie_Long_.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
So make sure you follow. I follow her on Twitch to see her play a bunch of games. I've watched her play Call of Duty before. They're always awesome. So keep supporting. Make sure you follow us at Soccer Cooligans on all social platforms. Follow at Fubo Sports and subscribe to the Fubo Sports YouTube channel for more clips and full episodes of the show. Okay, Allie, let us end the show the way we normally do, as is tradition. So please join us in this outro. So for Allie Long, my name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerreros.
And together, what are we?
The Cooligans!